I'm the gorilla in Manila, and today I'm going to teach you how to order in a restaurant in the Philippines. But there's a few caveats that I should explain first. Here in the Philippines, it's a lot different than America. They're not trying to rush you out of the table or the restaurant, and the food comes out a lot slower. They actually don't want to keep checking on you because they don't want you to feel rushed. So when you get sat at a table or you just take a table here in the Philippines, the first thing that's going to come out is they're usually going to bring you service water. Service waters look just like waters in the United States, but here in the Philippines, it came from the blue jug. It's just as safe to drink as if you're drinking bottled water, and I do it every time. Second, they're not trying to rush you. They might have put menus in front of you and water, but they're not going to come back and check on you every minute like they do in America. So it's important to know you have to get their attention to let them know you're ready to order. So in this case, if it's a female, you want to say ate, and if it's a male, you want to say kuya to get their attention. Once they come to the table, be sure you're ready to order because it really upsets them when they gave you so much time and then they get to the table and all of a sudden you don't know what you want. On top of that, it's okay to ask questions about what comes in what because just because it says something like I'm sorry, let's just say it's a vegetable dish, that doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't come with meat in it. So it's important to ask questions if you're a vegetarian or have a special diet. And they're not really great on special diets. You can say stuff like, oh, I don't want any salt in that. And there's a good possibility you're going to get it exactly how it comes. So make sure you're asking the questions that are important. And just because the waiter says, okay, no salt, doesn't mean that they really understood what you're asking. So again, be prepared ahead of time to get it with salt, or in this case, meat. So we recently had a situation where we were getting vegetable chop suey, which sounds like it should just be vegetables and noodles, right? Or maybe even just vegetables. But again, it comes with meat here. We didn't ask ahead of time, and that was our bad. Again, just because you're asking for dietary restrictions and they say they understand or they even repeat back to you, doesn't mean it's going to happen. But that's the joys of the Philippines. So make sure that you're asking lots of questions and even then be prepared to have it exactly like it comes on the menu, whether you like it or not. Lastly, in a restaurant, you need to ask for your bill, and they don't call it a check here. They call it bill or bill out. That was something that really was surprising because I always just made this motion. And if you make this motion, they're going to wave back at you, but they're not going to come to your table with your bill. Then second to last thing, or maybe even the last thing, and that's tipping culture here in the Philippines. In most restaurants and bars, they're going to have what's called a service charge, and that's usually 10% of the bill. That's your tips. If you've had amazing service, you can totally go over that, but that really changes the environment, and they're definitely going to remember you next time you come in. So if you're that kind of guy, more power to you. But if you don't see that service charge, the norm is about 10%. If you get really great service. Filipinos don't really do a whole bunch of tipping, so they're really going to enjoy you when you come back. But you want to kind of stay in that range. I'm the gorilla in Manila, and that's how you guys eat at a Filipino restaurant. Come try it.